TSB-MOST, a product powered by TSB. Direct discharge process. In this series, I will show you 2 ways to discharge cargo from a vessel to an external truck. The first method is unloading directly from the vessel to the truck. The second method is to discharge from the vessel to a warehouse first, and then the truck will pick it up from there. In this video, we will explain the direct discharge process. This is an overview of the direct discharge process. First, you need to ensure the vessel is registered in the system. After that, the shipping agent will create the schedule for the vessel, and internal users will confirm the schedule and add the berth plan. You can learn more about this process in the video Vessel and Berth Planning. An optional step is managing the roster and requesting mega, then assigning staff for equipment. This step is covered in the video roster resource planning. Next, we need to prepare the documents for the import of cargo. These include the bill of lading, delivery order, and customs cargo release. These documents can be submitted by external users, such as the shipping agent or forwarding agent, or they can request internal users to do this for them. Once the documents are ready, we move to the operational process. When the vessel arrives and is berthed, internal users will update the actual time of arrival and actual time of berthing. Then, internal user will use the vessel operation settings to set the start and end dates for vessel operations. Optional step: if you have already assigned staff for equipment, you can create the resource operation. Since this is a direct discharge, we will need the external truck to gate in before unloading the cargo. Then we will discharge the cargo. And finally, the truck with the cargo will leave the port, and the vessel will depart. In this video, I will divide this process into 3 main sections to make it easier to follow. Planning. This includes steps like creating the vessel schedule, preparing the berth plan, and managing the roster and equipment deployment. Document. In this part, we focus on preparing the important documents needed for the process. Operation. Finally, we will look at the operational process to complete the discharge. First, let me tell you about planning. I have a vessel arriving at the port on January 20 at 3:10 p.m. After the internal user gets the scheduling request, they can create the berth plan by clicking the Add Berth Plan button. The system will automatically show the vessel on the berth plan screen as a graphic, based on the berth location and wharf marks. On January 20, we have staff in Group W working the first and second shifts. For individual staff, Salem will work the first shift, and Sirius will work the second shift. About Mega, shipping agent has asked for operations for the vessel during the second shift, including stevedore services and 3 forklifts. Based on this roster and the Mega plan, I will assign staff members as needed and assign specific equipment to staff members. Now, let's move on to the important documents needed for this process. The shipping agent can submit the bill of lading themselves, or request an internal user to do it for them. To do this, go to the sidebar, select the Document section, then click on Cargo Booking and choose Bill of Lading. On the Bill of Lading for Discharging screen, click the Add button to open the Details form. Fields with a red border are required, but note that mandatory fields may be customized depending on the port's requirements. After you enter the vessel call ID, the system will automatically show the details for that vessel call. Since this video shows the direct discharge process, select the both direct and indirect option for the delivery mode. For the category, choose Import. When you select Break Bulk Cargo as the cargo type, the weight and quantity fields will become required with a red border. The commodity has already been defined in the configuration module, so just select the value that matches your cargo. After entering the weight, measurement, and quantity, the system will automatically display the values for each weight and volume. Now, I will input the bill of lading number and the other required fields. On this screen, you can assign a forwarding agent. The assigned forwarding agent will be able to see this bill of lading and create the delivery order. Next, go to the shipper and consignee tabs and input the shipper and consignee details if needed. Finally, click Submit to create a new bill of lading. After creating the bill of lading, we will add a delivery order for it. To add a new delivery order, click on the Delivery Order for Discharging section, which is under the Bill of Lading section in the sidebar. Enter the vessel call ID and click Search. You will see the previous bill of lading with the delivery order column showing as empty. Double-click on this record and the delivery order details will open. In this screen, the system will automatically generate the delivery order number. In the delivery order details, you can enter the quantity to be shipped as direct or indirect, or fill in both fields if you choose to ship using both methods. In this video, I will enter all quantities as direct. Once you input the quantity, the weight and measurements will automatically adjust based on the entered quantity. Next, fill in the other required fields, and click the Save button to add the new delivery order. To manage custom cargo, go to the Documents section, choose Release Control, and then click on Customs Cargo Hold. Enter the vessel call ID and select the previous bill of lading number. Then click Search. You will see one record with the status hold. Double-click on this record to modify it. Change the status and select the release date. Then click Update. Now, I have completed preparing the necessary documents for the direct discharge process. Finally, move to Operation to discharge cargo. To perform operations for direct discharge, the vessel must arrive and berth at the terminal. Then the internal user will update the actual time of arrival and actual time of berthing. You can do this in the Vessel Schedule Plan Detail screen. After saving the changes, the actual time of berthing value will appear in the data grid. Next, we will set the start and completion dates for vessel operations for each hatch within a shift. Select Execution section, then select Vessel Execution and click on Vessel Operation Setting. The vessel operation settings are used to set the start and completion dates for vessel operations for each hatch within a shift. This process is based on the defined earliest and latest operation times, known as actual time working and actual time discharging. Enter the vessel call ID and fill in all the mandatory fields. Since Mega requested to do the operation in the second shift, I will select the second shift in this screen. Once everything is filled in, click Add to create new. Optional step: you only can do this step if you have deployed staff and equipment before. Select Execution section, then choose Resource Execution and click on Resource Operation. Enter the vessel call ID and click Add button. The checklist for Vessel Service Report screen is opened. Choose the date and shift. Note that if you've already added a resource operation for the same date and shift, the system will automatically show the existing details once you select them. In Manpower tab, we will assign specific staff members. Select a role and click the search icon. System will show all staff for that role, not just the ones in the deployment list. This allows you to be more flexible when assigning staff. After selecting the staff and filling in all the required fields, click Add. You can add multiple staff members here. Even if a stevedore is mentioned in the Mega and Deployment Plan, the operation can still change, and the stevedore might not be used. In this video, I decided not to use the stevedore, so there's no need to enter any information. In the Mega and Deployment sections, only forklift is requested, so there's no information about the port crane in the Mega summary. However, you will see a record for the forklift. Click on that record and the system will show the details in the right area. For this video, choose Direct for the delivery mode. Then, click Add to add the forklift. Finally, click Verify to save the checklist. Since this is a direct discharge process, we will need the external truck to gate in before discharge. Go to the Execution section, select Gate Execution, and click on Gate Operations. There are two tabs on this screen, one for Gate In and one for Gate Out. Enter the previous bill of lading number. Then select the truck number and driver ID. Next, select the gate and Gate In time. After everything is entered, click the OK button to complete the gate in. Now, let's move to an important step, discharging cargo. Go to the Execution section, Then choose Bulk Cargo Execution and click on Cargo Manual Controller for general cargo. Enter the vessel call ID and select the Import tab. Select the previous bill of lading number, or you can skip this step and click the search button to view all the bills of lading related to this vessel call. Select a record in the data grid below and choose the shift date and hatch number based on the vessel operation settings you added earlier. Then click the discharging button. The Confirm Discharging screen will open. On this screen, you will see two ways to discharge cargo. One from the vessel to the apron, and one from the vessel to the gate. Based on the delivery order, the system will display the quantity in the cell to gate area. Now I will enter the quantity I want to discharge. Just like in the delivery order, the weight and measurements will adjust based on the quantity. Next, I will select the truck that will receive cargo. Click the search icon, and the in-gate truck list screen will appear. This list shows trucks that have already gate in and belong to bill of lading number. Double-click on a truck record, and the system will automatically fill in the truck number. The in-gate truck list screen will close. Finally, click the Confirm button. The system will show a pop-up asking if this is the final discharging. Back in the Cargo Manual Controller for General Cargo screen, double-click on the record to open the Job Monitoring screen. You will see two records showing the two actions performed for the bill of lading. One for truck gate in and one for discharging. After discharging, the truck will gate out. Go back to the Gate Operations screen and go to the Gate Out tab. You will see the list of trucks that have already gate in the right data grid. Select the bill of lading from the right data grid, and you will see the information about customs and the quantity of cargo in the truck. Next, select the gate and the gate out time. Then click OK to complete the gate out process. You can check job monitoring in the Cargo Manual Controller for General Cargo screen. Just double-click on the record to open the Job Monitoring screen. You will see one more record added, which is about the gate out. After discharging, the vessel will depart. Go back to the vessel schedule, plan screen to update the actual time of unberthing. Double-click on the vessel schedule record, and you will see the actual time of working and actual time of completion, which are based on shift work times. You can change the start and end times of working. Next, enter the actual time of unberthing. Once everything is entered, click the Save button to save the changes. And we have completed the direct discharge process. Thank you for watching. We hope you found this guide helpful.